June gloom kind of
yeah.
feel today,
Yeah,
right?
it's kind of nice though.
It is kind of nice. I've actually gotten that from a lot of people, and it's nice to hear. So it's good.
Because it's going to warm up.
It is going to warm up. That's exactly right. It's going to warm up big time. And we're expecting not only warmer temperatures, but much more sunshine compared to what we're seeing out there right now. We're actually dealing with plenty of cloud cover. We saw plenty of it earlier today. That's going to continue to be the case as we head into, well, the next 24 hours. And then, first of all, we've got several advisories out there. You'll see everything's lighting up in either yellow, blue, or green right there. There's a coastal flood advisory along the coast, so we are expecting high tide around 7 feet, just under that for the Orange County coastline in a matter of just a couple of hours. So with that, we could see some local flooding. Low-lying areas could expect some flooding at the beach right there. There's also a marine statement, not marine statement, but a coastal flood statement. So it's not an advisory, but it is in effect for the LA County coastline. And we're also dealing with pretty high tide. But of course, Orange County coastline, we're dealing with an even higher tide and even higher potential for flooding. Also, wind watches in effect, the blue on your screen indicating just that. Several wind advisories in effect for the Santa Clarita Valley and also for the Antelope Valley as well. We're looking at those onshore winds, and eventually we're going to see that shift. We're going to see those northerly winds eventually kick in, and with that we'll see much clearer, warmer, and drier conditions. Right now through Gorman, though, 19-mile-an-hour sustained winds, 14 for Palmdale, 10 for San Pedro. You'll see temperatures right now in the 60s, as we mentioned, so quite mild out there. And, well, we are dealing with low pressure in the forecast. That cold front's actually moving east, and with that, we are expecting gusty winds, rain and showers, mainly sitting to our north. But we did see a few drops earlier today. Could see another few as we head into the next few hours here to the overnight hours, and we are expecting clearing, and yes, we are expecting some warming as we head into the later part of your forecast. So with that, let's get a look at your 5-day forecast right here for the valleys in the Inland Empire. For tomorrow, we're clearing out, and take a look, jumping a good 11 degrees by Wednesday. We're up to 90 by Thursday. We're in the mid-90s, very warm at 90 by Friday, and by Saturday, we are in the 80s, so we're cooling down a little bit as we head towards your weekend. One more 5-day forecast for you. You're going to see a similar pattern where we're getting a little warmer tomorrow, and then we're jumping into the 80s in the basin by Friday, 70s with plenty of sunshine, and then a little cooler by your Saturday. And for the coast, we've got beach weather ahead. So, of course, we're going to have that 5-day beach forecast coming up in just a little bit. Sharon, back to you.
All right.
And we're getting a look outside right now, expecting some changes in the forecast. We'll have your full forecast coming right up. I do.
Yeah, poor
I'm a
thing.
little under the weather, literally. Literally. But yes, I was going to say it's going around, but I'm not sure it is. It's not winter time. It's more, feels a little more like winter time because it's been a little, well, gray out there, but that's not going to be the case over the next couple of days. Take a look at this. I cannot ignore this shot of the moon. It doesn't even look real out there. Take a look at that. So gorgeous shot of the moon tonight. So overlooking, well, downtown at the moment. So we are dealing with a little bit of cloud cover out there, and we're going to continue to deal with it as we head into the overnight hours, even though things are eventually going to start to clear out. Take a look right here, your advisories. We've got wind watches in store. We've got wind advisories in store. We've got coastal flood advisories in store as well along the Orange County coastline. Expecting high tide in a matter of a couple of hours, and by then could be up to almost 7 feet around spots like Newport Beach. Even along the LA coastline, we're expecting a chance of maybe some minor flooding along the coast in low-lying areas. The next story, the wind. We're looking at very windy conditions, even right now through the Grapevine, through the high desert right there, even along the coast. Those onshore winds are kicking in, and that, well, front is starting to pass through us. So as it does, we're looking at the gusty winds and that pressure gradient pretty tight because we are expecting high pressure to build. Once it does, northerly winds kick in over the next few days, and we're going to continue to see those advisories, but we will see much clearer conditions and offshore conditions as we head through the next few days. 60s out there this evening, 62 in Malibu, 63 in downtown, 64 in San Pedro, and again, as we mentioned, low pressure swooping through, and with that, that cold front passing through, and we're looking at gusty winds. We're also looking at rain and showers mainly to our north, even though we did see a few showers earlier today. Very isolated. One of our cameras actually caught a shower over Catalina earlier today. Other than that, we're clearing out. We're warming up as we head to the next few days as those northerly winds start to kick in. Earlier today, we made it to 69 degrees, average is 76. So we are, well, below average for this time of year, and we're going to continue to stay, well, a little below average, but we will be warmer tomorrow. Over the next 24 hours, 50s, mid-60s, and by the afternoon, we're up to about 72 degrees. You're going to see Santa Monica getting up to 71, the Basin in the 70s, downtown 73, Riverside 78, and Woodland Hills. You're getting up to about 79 degrees by the time we hit tomorrow afternoon. So take a look at our weather story right here. You'll see windy conditions. There's that cold front starting to pass, well, to our east, and as it does, showers to our north and to our east, but nothing really here at home, just the wind that we're concerned about, and then high pressure starting to build in behind the low, and with that, we're looking at a much warmer, drier, clearer forecast as we head into the next few days. Let's get a look at that for the Basin in Orange County. 70s tomorrow, jumping to the 80s by your Wednesday and Thursday, plenty of sunshine by your Friday, and by Saturday a little cooler, and we did promise you that beach forecast, and here it is. A little warmer tomorrow, beach day on Wednesday, upper 70s, nothing but sunshine. Mid 70s by Thursday, low clouds, and a little cooler by the time we head into your weekend. Lena, Sharon, back to you.
All right.
Well, Lena, we are expecting some changes on the way. Right now, though, we're getting a look from our Hollywood Hills camera in slow motion. We're trying to get to, actually our Mount Wilson camera now, trying to get a look at the moon. We just had it for you. It was a full moon technically at 4 a.m. earlier today, so it still looks quite full out there. Hopefully we'll get that shot up for you at some point in the evening. We're going to continue trying. We're getting a look from our satellite radar. You're going to see, well, rain and snow to our north, passing to our east. That cold front is starting to whip through, and as a result, those winds are starting to whip up. We've actually seen very windy conditions. We're expecting several wind advisories to either stay in effect or go into effect over the next couple of days. Take a look right here. We've got wind advisories for the Antelope Valley, the Santa Clarita Valley. We've got a wind watch for the LA County Mountains, wind advisories for the San Bernardino County Mountains and the Riverside County Mountains as well. We're looking at those onshore winds now, and then eventually we're looking at a different wind event. The winds are shifting, and with that we're going to see northerly winds. Those are your offshore winds that'll keep things actually warmer and drier over the next few days. You're also looking at a coastal flood advisory in just about 30 minutes. I want to say exactly 30 minutes. We are looking at high tide around Newport Beach, and we're expecting a high tide of about 7 feet, just under 7 feet. So that's pretty impressive. So no surprise that there is a chance that we may see some coastal flooding in low-lying areas. That potentially could be the case for the LA County coastline as well. You'll see right here, wind-wise, 16-mile-an-hour winds for Gorman, 16 for Palmdale, Riverside at 9 miles an hour. And temperature-wise, we're in the 50s and the 60s this evening, 62 in downtown, 63 in San Pedro, and 63 in Laguna Beach. Low pressure is making its way into the forecast with that gusty wind, so something to remember over the next few days. Rain and showers mainly to our north at this point, and yes, clearing and warming ahead. So we're going to have more on that forecast coming up in your extended forecast in just a little bit. Lena and Sylvia, back to you.
Evelyn?
Lena and Sylvia, a lot of it. And here it is, the shot of the moon.
We found it.
It's official. We found it.
You found the moon.
Yes, we did. So yes, full moon actually taking place earlier today in the morning, around 4 in the morning, about 4:14 to be exact. Still looks quite full out there, and actually looking at clear skies around the moon. But if we continue to zoom out, which probably won't at this point, I will tell you, we'll look at radar, and I will tell you we are looking at a little bit of cloud cover out there. So we are looking at, well, not only cloud cover, but gusty winds. There's a cold front that's heading by us at this point. And with that, well, gusty winds, we're looking at a very tight pressure gradient. What does that mean? Low pressure is moving out, high pressure is moving in. We're sandwiched between two systems, and as a result, very gusty out there. As a result, we've also got several wind advisories in store as well. Rain and showers mainly to our north and to our east at this point, and we are expecting clearing and warming ahead. So a very different forecast as we head into the next few days. Earlier today, we made it to 69 degrees. That was for downtown. Average is 76, so we were a few degrees below average for this time of year. We're going to continue to stay below average as we head into the next 24 hours for the basin. We're talking 50s, 60s, and by the afternoon, we're in the 70s, the low 70s. By tomorrow, Anaheim getting up to 75, Riverside 78, and Woodland Hills, you are flirting with 80 degrees, not quite getting there. And if you like 80-degree weather, well, how about 90-degree weather for your Wednesday? We're getting up into the 90s, and by Thursday, mid-90s, and by Friday, still talking 90s into your inland spots. A little cooler, though, but still sunny as we head into the weekend. That's for the valleys in the Inland Empire. One more 5-day forecast for you for the Basin in Orange County, 70s, eventually turning to 80s. Staying that way for Thursday, and then by Friday, plenty of sunshine and a little cooler as we head into your Saturday. We're going to get a look at your forecast by the coast coming up in just a little bit. Lena and Sylvia, back to you. And we're expecting a few changes in our forecast. We'll have that full forecast coming right up.
All of these
things going on up there.
Going on
right?
Up
Everything
there.
happening.
Yes.
Some of them rare, some of them
Yes.
maybe not so rare, but still it seems to be a very active time for
Very
us.
active. I love it.
Yeah,
I
I
love
know
it. So
you're
much
excited
fun.
about
Yeah,
it.
we've got the solar eclipse, and then we had the lunar
Right.
eclipse, and just a lot
And
going
then a
on.
beautiful shot of the moon tonight.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
of course. We saw that earlier today, that full moon actually taking place earlier this morning around 4 a.m. But we've got lots to talk about. Besides from the moon, we've got windy conditions. We've got, well, high tide. Getting a good drenching today. Looked like the Central Coast could still get a few drops at this point. Again, mostly everything moving out of our way. As that cold front moves eastward, well, we're still looking at pretty gusty conditions. That's one of the big things in our weather picture tonight. You're going to see just a few sprinkles as well through Kern County. But for the most part, again, we are dealing with just windy conditions. We're also dealing with that coastal flood advisory, possibly some flooding along the coast as high tide is occurring right now along the Orange County coastline, and the LA County coastline could experience the same thing. We've got wind watches in the higher elevations, wind advisories as well in the Antelope Valley and in the Santa Clarita Valley as well. Wind-wise, well, still quite windy out there. The onshore winds, and in fact, we are expecting those northerly winds to kick in, and once they do, we're going to see offshore conditions and much clearer and warmer conditions. So low pressure is working its way in the forecast. Gusty winds in the forecast as well. Rain and showers mainly passing to our north at this point, and we are expecting some clearing and, yes, some warming ahead. A quick look at your 5-day forecast. You're going to see that pattern for the Basin in Orange County. A little warmer tomorrow, much warmer Wednesday to Thursday. Plenty of sunshine by Friday, a little cooler by the time we hit your weekend. Lena and Sylvia, back to you.
All right.
And expecting some changes in your forecast. Warm and windy. We'll have the details coming up.
And action to do
It
that,
is going to
right?
be gorgeous tomorrow, right? I feel it, Evelyn.
You're
I
feeling
feel
it.
I feel it. I feel it.
Yeah, it's going to be a little warmer, a little clearer, but take a look. Speaking of gorgeous, I'm going to move over a little bit right here because, yeah, this is a shot from the moon, or not from the moon. That would be fun. Wouldn't that be fun? Woo! Woo! I know that would be something else. Of the moon, a shot of the moon from earlier tonight. We actually did see a full moon earlier this morning. Still looks quite full out there, quite yellow as well. So gorgeous looking moon for us overlooking the basin. And again, this was from earlier tonight. Right now, well, we're looking at pretty mild conditions. We're also looking at a little bit of cloud cover out there, and there's that front that's starting to move east at this point. We saw rain to our north today, few drops over the Central Coast, even a few drops right here at home. Over Catalina, we caught a few drops earlier, but doesn't look like we're going to really see any rain in our forecast. We're just looking at clearer and warmer conditions. Until then, several wind advisories and wind watches. You're going to see wind advisories for the high desert, for the Santa Clarita Valley, for the San Bernardino County Mountains, Riverside County Mountains. We've also got wind watches in store for the LA County Mountains and a coastal flood advisory. We could potentially see some flooding along low-lying areas along the coast, the Orange County coastline, and potentially the LA County coastline as well, as that tide is pretty high, around 7 feet. You'll see right here windy conditions in the high desert and through the Grapevine. We are looking at those onshore winds eventually transitioning to, well, offshore winds, those northerly winds coming in. And with that, we're going to warm it up, and we're also going to see much clearer conditions. Until then, 50s and 60s out there. 62 in downtown, low pressure swooping in with that gusty winds in the forecast. Rain and showers, mainly to our north and the east right now. And yes, we are expecting a clearer forecast and a warmer forecast as we head into the next few days. Earlier today, we made it to 69 degrees only for downtown, so we were a few degrees below average. We're still going to be below average for the basin over the next 24 hours, even though temperatures are gradually warming up. Palmdale 73, Woodland Hills 79, Santa Monica, you're getting up to about 71 degrees by tomorrow afternoon. So you'll see right there, we are dealing with that cold front starting to pass to our east right now. With that, we're seeing the very windy conditions. We're also sandwiched between low pressure and high pressure. So with that, It will be windy, but eventually we're going to see those offshore winds kick in as that ridge of high pressure continues to build over Southern California. As a result, take a look at your 5-day forecast. You'll see for the valleys in the Inland Empire, we're flirting with 80 tomorrow. We're at 90 by Wednesday, more warming by your Thursday, very warm by your Friday, and a little cooler by the time we head into your Saturday. One more 5-day forecast for you. You're going to see a similar pattern where we're a little warmer tomorrow, but we're significantly warmer as we head into your Wednesday, as we head into your Thursday as well. Much warmer and then a little cooler toward the weekend. But take a look by Wednesday, a beach day all the way upper 70s to mid 70s by the coast, at least for your Wednesday and Thursday. Sylvia, Sharon, back to you.